Hi, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Kim. Today we are going to talk. I have Sarah in the coffee house with me as well. I've been discovering that the time that we are in at this time right now is a lot of people get sick. So the last 2 weeks, my guests that I had scheduled have been sick, and I don't want to stop, providing value. And so I'm coming on today. Sarah is gracious enough to come on again with me. We are using the green screen. We still have some work to do, got some more lights and stuff coming. But today is kind of an important day for me. I didn't think I was going to get emotional. Just if you are on Facebook with me, you probably noticed that I was in the hospital this last week, and I had for probably a good 10 days or so been having a lot of chest pain. And I've seen people, some of my community around the world and some friends, Christian and a few other people that had heart attacks and were having some of these health issues. And I just wanted to not do anything about it. I just wanted to ignore it and just keep going on with what I'm doing. It was just a fluke or whatever. And between my family and some friends that work in the health industry, they're like, Kim, get your butt to the ER. And so today we are going to talk a little bit about wake-up calls. And 10 years ago, I had a health crisis and thought I was doing pretty good with it. I thought with everything that we've been doing with all the COVID and the illness, I thought I'd been doing pretty good. But I have to admit, I'm kind of a driver personality. I get passionate and get excited about things, and I just want to just go, 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 go. Mm-hmm. And so as a result, I ended up in the hospital for a day or two. And so I'm good. The tests all came out good. I'm still going to do some follow-up things, but it allowed me to really wake up and to see what I wanted to do with my life. What are some changes I needed to make? Yes, I probably need to move my body more. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit today.
Yeah. I mean, I've had wake up calls myself regarding my health. Even though I'm younger, I have health issues myself, and I was talking to her about that. How this wake up call, health related, I've dealt with for many years. I've been an athlete since I can remember. Mm-hmm. And health is a really pinnacle part of being an athlete and taking care of your body and, all that. And, when we lived back in Texas, I was a runner and really enjoyed it over there. But, I moved here to Vegas about 7 years ago, and I had a wake-up call myself. I had a very major health issue dealt with. That's a lot of people I know my age and just in all age brackets deal with, and that's eating disorders and not eating either eating too much or eating too little. And I dealt with eating too little, and it definitely
scared us.
It scared a lot of people. I had a lot of family members who would make comments, and I would just deny. But I wouldn't get sleep. I would be very, emotional and angry a lot of the time. I had a lot of anger, and it didn't help with the mood, but, I had built that all up, and
change is hard.
Yeah, change is hard. It definitely is, especially for anyone of all ages, but someone who's trying to figure themselves out. And, mm-hmm. When I kind of had a realization myself that if I didn't start taking care of myself, I'd be in the hospital as well, that I wouldn't be,
Yeah, you wouldn't be here.
I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be fit to do a lot of things. And so I kind of have struggled at, though, for many years, and it's just now gotten to the last 2 years where I've finally been able to enjoy, my journey with food and health, and getting to kind of, we talked about climbing not too long ago, how that honestly, in retrospect, kind of saved that part, because I was like, I know I needed to take care of myself, and in order to do something that I love to do.
You have to have that strength, right?
Yeah. You definitely need that strength. You can't just do it.
And I think for me, I looked at health for so long as, okay, I have to eat right, I have to exercise and stuff. But what I really found the health part too is so much emotional and mental, right?
Yeah.
And for me, it was getting the right mentors. It was reading books. It was, watching the different people that have been where I've been, and what they did, to transcend that and to grow from that. And that's kind of what I want to do here for everyone, right? Is bring awareness to things, and how, what did we do, right? So part of the journey you're going to see with me is getting that health back, right? The exercise and how I eat. So you're going to see little lives and things like that, and I'll be coming in and sharing a little bit about that. But one of the things that I found that over the years have been most powerful is a tool that I'm going to share with everyone here today. And that's journaling. And I hated that word as a kid. You got to write in your journal or whatever, your diary or whatever. But mine was a completely different experience. And I used this, and I shared this with one of my children, and they said that it really impacted them as well. And that is just, sometimes you feel like you can't talk to someone, or you can't share, or you can't express yourself. And we all experience that, I think, throughout our lifetimes.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that person to talk to, then, it's writing down, right? For me, it was taking journals, and I've burned them since, but going through some really dark and hard times in my life, I would literally just write. I would say really naughty things. But some of it didn't make sense, right? And I didn't go back and read it and judge it. I just wrote it down, and it was kind of a tool that I used. It was a release. Yeah, it was cathartic.
Yeah, I realized when I started to interrupt you.
No, keep going.
When I was going through my struggle, I noticed that when I started to journal, I had kept a lot of things bottled in. Stuff that I felt ashamed to tell my parents and tell my friends and my loved ones. And I wasn't willing to seek really a therapist at that time. And I was like, what could I do to get this, this pressure I knew that I was feeling inside, and this disappointment in my, myself. And I have a lot of journals that I don't go back and look into now, just because I don't need to relive it. It happened at that moment. But, when I got these journals and those tools, and I started writing down what was going on emotionally in my head, I found this immense release of just anger, of disappointment, of all these, the fear-based emotions.
Yeah.
And I started to kind of love myself a little bit more, and kind of invest in that a lot. And it helped me get into this better path of, eating healthier, exercising, finding things that motivated me to keep on going. And I finally, I just woke up, and I was like, this is that journey.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed with you recently, I haven't, and some of the things when Sarah and I get on here, it's not like we rehearse anything. This is pretty raw, authentic, very transparent. I didn't think Sarah would share, her experience with eating disorder, and and I love and appreciate you for that, because there's others that suffer, as well. But one of the things I've noticed with you is, there's a saying that the people that you surround yourself with, right? The people that you spend time with. Yeah. And you don't always have control over that. You don't have control over your family. You don't always have control over people that you work with. But I can tell you, I have seen the biggest difference in you, in your work environment. She comes home And she is like on fire. She's like been, fulfilled. And she works with some really amazing, wonderful women.
Yeah, I work with only women, and I love it. There has its downfall, its down points and everything like that. But we have boundaries, as we've realized, as a store and as a team. And I'm not the only one at my store that has suffered from, health issues and wake up calls. And it's really important to be in an environment where you guys hold each other accountable, because we constantly do. And it's amazing to go there and have my coworkers say, I ate today because of you, or can you eat with me today?
Yeah. It's to have people in your life, and not all of us are blessed to have that.
No.
And but have this community, right? This is what my whole thing with wanting to do this is, to create a community where people of like mind could get to know one another, right? And there's some things coming down the road that I'm so super excited about. I'm going to have some webinars that I'm building that we're going to have. I'm going to have some Q&A time. So if people can come on and we can interact as a community. And so just be watching. I've kind of slowed down this process to take care of me.
Yeah.
Right. Next month, this month was, create, right? Or this whole year is about create. But this month was about creating a life you design. And, it was about the meditation. Let me tell you, I used DK stuff in the hospital, trying to meditate, trying to, keep the fears, because I'll be honest, I was so scared.
I was scared too.
I was really, really scared, and I don't get that way very often. And it's usually me thinking about and taking care of other people. But, next month is going to be about creating love, more love for yourself, more love for each other, more love in this world. So every month is going to be a theme that we create, right? Something different or something new, or better ourselves or our lives. So I'm super, super excited about that. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm creating a gift page. So yes, I am a techie girl. So I've been starting to create a landing page that all of you involved in Coffee with Kim can go to. And every person that comes on that has a gift to give. And I'm creating a gift that's coming from me that you guys can use each time. And it's around the journaling. And I am actually going to create a journal book. That takes a little bit more time, but at least there's something that you guys can print out and that you can use. I'm sorry we were a little bit late today. I was trying to get some things done. I know Sarah's her little curls are a little bit pixelated still, but that's okay.
They're a little wet.
I am really committed to this. You can ask Sarah. I am literally clearing out a room that we are in. Yeah. We're going to create kind of a studio atmosphere. I've got the green screen.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah. And we're going to have a studio with real live backdrops. I'm still going to have the Coffee with Kim, but we're going to have some other cool things that is going to be a part of all of this. I brought this as a journey. This was going to be something that we all create together. Yeah. I want your input. So another thing I'm going to be posting is as I don't know if I may not have got that done, but you'll see a post about some coffee cups. So I've got 4 coffee cups that I'm in love with, but I know I can only pick one. So I want everybody to kind of help pick the coffee cup. And then we'll have some drawings and stuff so that I can send you all some coffee cups. And there's just some really fun stuff that we're going to be doing here. More and more value, right? And so we'll have little sections for each person that comes on as a guest with gifts. Sarah's going to provide some gifts as well. And so it's going to be really fun. So I don't ever, even if I'm not feeling real great, I'm here. I'm here every week. I try to keep it to 1 o'clock, and I like being on time, but there's going to be times that, things happen, and I appreciate it. But one thing I know some people saying, have been reaching out to me and saying, hey, I'm not going to be on social media anymore. And I get that and I respect that. It's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you keep it and you just pop on so you know that you can get Coffee with Kim, but I put down here, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel, and I'm going to be creating a landing page portal that I'm putting all of it in a on a website.
Yeah.
So those are things that are coming. So no worries on that. Today, go journal, right? Just if you're having a good day, express how happy you are. What are the good things that are happening in life? If you're having show gratitude, right?
Yeah. You gotta show that every day.
Every day.
That's what I journal every morning, either if it's on my phone, because sometimes I don't always have my journal with me.
Yeah.
I have notes on my phone. It's very messy, but every morning I wake up and at least one. I try to do more than one, but one or two things that you show gratitude towards. Because after my journey of healing through my health with eating and getting all that kind of, like I said, fear emotions out, I started just showing a lot of gratitude instead, in replace of showing gratitude for that I get the opportunity to eat every day, that I get the opportunity to and so just showing gratitude every day is really important.
It's just loving this body. Our bodies
are magical.
They're magical.
Yeah.
They are a gift that we get to carry on this earth. When I was in the hospital, we are not in a room alone anymore. There was a lot of people on the floor, the cardiac ward that I was on. And I saw these people. They're these beautiful, sweet souls. But I watched and looked at their bodies, right? And how hard that they were having. And I'm like, that's not the quality of life I want, right? Yeah, I need to lose about 20, 25 pounds. I need to eat better. I need to take care of myself, love myself, right? And put good things into my mind, good things into my, even going on this journey. Loving this beautiful vessel that I have.
Mm-hmm. And take care of it, yeah.
Yeah, and emotionally too, right?
Yeah, no.
Because the emotions, boy, I can tell you, when I was getting scared and anxious and not keeping that centered, all the bells and whistles on the machines were going off.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so those emotions and that mental part is huge.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm going to remind you on StreamYard, if you want to make comments, we love those comments. I have some good friends that have taught me I can put those little comments up in a box. You have to click on the StreamYard link above this broadcast, and then you can put your name in, and then we can see it. But that's a requirement for that to happen. You guys, if there's things that you want us to talk about or include, we would be so love for you to reach out, right? Mm-hmm. Either in the community, privately, if that's what you'd rather do, but so much would appreciate, knowing what you all need, right? We're taking you on this journey as we go through this, but at the end of the day, I really, really want this to be our community, a safe place where we can share and love on one another. It's a real honor, right? That I've been so excited the response that we've gotten, to have positivity, to be inspired, to get those and be educated with tools and reminders, right? All the stuff that led up to last week and ending up in a hospital, I kind of just sit with my mortality.
Yeah.
And to really slow down. And that's kind of sometimes that's what happens for us, right? To slow down, to take inventory, look at what we want to create for this world and for our families and for each other.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, if I literally go around town, I love people so much, I could just literally just hug them.
If we could.
Yeah, if we could. I miss that. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But At least I can hug my girl.
Yeah, thank you.
It's such an honor, and she's almost going back to school, but I wanted to take advantage of every second I could. There'll be some impromptu coffee with Kim's, right? Because she won't be able to be on our same schedule. But I think Sarah brings such a value with her age, with her life experience. Some things you don't know about her. She spent a lot of her life in acting. Mm-hmm. And she's very, very good. And, spent a lot of time in that industry and has taken a break from it a couple of times so that she can grow in different ways. Mm-hmm. But I know no matter what she does, she makes an impact. Anywhere that knows her, she makes an impact in this world, and she's made an impact in my life. Oh, so grateful.
I love you.
Love you too. All right. So, we got someone here. I think I can know how to do this. So Christy Eccles, I love you so much. Cool. So true. Yes, you're gonna be seeing Christy here in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited. Christy is one of these just beautiful, beautiful souls, and you'll all gonna get to know her and meet her. She has a couple of different businesses she's run. Okay. She has made such an impact in my life in so many different ways. So Christy, thank you so much. Love your hugs. I love your hugs too. And and she's got a picture of me hugging in her office. So we'll show that maybe when she comes on in a couple of weeks. So she's a new grandma too. So congratulations, Christy. Yeah, so beautiful little girl. Oh. So anyway, all right. So everyone, please, you know what? We are going to show you real quick. Let's see. We are going to go back to here. Piper Byers is going to be in the coffee house next week. So excited. She was going to be my guest a couple weeks ago, but she got sick, and that's okay. We fill in anyway, but you are going to love her. She is a up-and-coming indie singer. She is, I'm going to start.
Talented as heck.
Oh, she's so talented. She is going to be one of those people that is going to explode, and she's going to be a household name. And just honored that she's going to come on. She's going to, our theme next week is on courage.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm on courage. So courage to go after your dreams and go after that life that you want.
Yeah. That's perfect.
So, yep. So I'm super excited. So Piper, I'm super excited to have you next week. And you guys have just have a beautiful day. So you guys are the best. So thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for allowing us into your lives, and be fun. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.